everybody, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if this is your very first time joining me. My name is Jessica. I'm a mother as well as a makeup lover. Of course, we get real loud in this channel, in this house. Both work. So for today's video, we're going to be doing this beautiful pink and green combo makeup. Somebody wanted me to do a video incorporating these two brushes specifically, so this neon chartreuse green and then the pink. So I think I did pretty well matching those tones today, so fingers crossed. I actually do think it looks very beautiful. It's kind of giving me pink lemonade vibes, you know what I mean? So yeah, I'm going to be doing my eyes as well as my face makeup in today's video because it's a whole thing, right? Because we're doing pink, we're doing that bitch. Everything's pink. She's pink today, so yeah, look at that. I will be giving you guys all the details, but if you are curious about any specifics, I'll be sure to leave everything that I used down in the description box down below. Just for like a quick convenience, you click the link, you got it. You know what I mean? So yeah. Of course, don't forget to stay tuned until the very end of my video for the up close of my eyeshadow makeup, just to see the true beauty of the blend. Also, peep under my eyes. I think my face looks extra smooth. Honestly, like, I wonder if it's the foundation that I used, but it looks so skin-like. It's kind of crazy. So if you're curious to see how I achieved this full face of makeup, then definitely keep on watching. So my kid was messing with my camera, so I may have to make adjustments after this video. So fingers crossed that everything still looks good, that he didn't mess with any of my settings, because that would suck. Because my last video was chef's kiss. So let's hope they didn't fuck up my shit, man. Okay, so I'm going to be using two eyeshadow palettes, but the main palette that I'm going to be using is the P.louise Watch the Queen Conquer eyeshadow palette, because I am doing a very specific color story today. So, my kid got into this. Look at that. Digging his fat little pudgy fingers into my eyeshadows. It's okay. As long as he doesn't ruin them. You know, too bad. So, I did already prime my eyelids with my P.louise base in the shade Rumor Number 2. I'm going to start by taking this pink shade right here, which is called Positions. Which is actually like the perfect deep tone of pink, I think, before you start getting too deep and going into like the maroons. So I'm going for a halo eye shape, and I'm just taking this Morphe M506 brush. This brush is always dirty because I always use it like right when I clean my brushes, and it's finally clean because I just cleaned all my brushes. So I love this brush. I want to buy more, but I'm poor, so so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do little circle motions right off bat, and I'm going to lay this down in just a straight line right in the outer corner and the inner corner. Or you know what? Let's, instead of doing like a spotlight eye, let's do a halo eye. So scratch that. We're going to pack this down in a C shape. So if I were to turn my head this way, it's a C. Thoughts? Okay, so this next brush I'm going to take is a Luxie 231 small tapered blending brush. And I'm going to take this hot pink shade right here, which is called Rule Breaker. It's like super hot pink. I guess we'll do this way. So, this is a nice domed brush, so it's going to be perfect for buffing out these edges, but it's not too fluffy to where it's going to get crazy. I could be pretty precise about this. So I'm just going to blend all around this C shape. Well, baby. Okay, that actually is blending out really nicely already. Like, I'm not going to have to go in and put in too much effort to blend that, but the difference looks good. I think next I'm gonna take, I really like this color right here, this like salmon color. So I'm gonna take the shade Checkmate mixed in with this very light shade Champion. It's gonna mostly be this color, but I wanted to add a little bit of this tone just because I like it, because why not? I'm just going to take this on a fluffy doe color brush. This is the 02 brush. So I'm just going to go around and soften all of these edges. And if I feel like it's still a little bit too harsh, like if I'm going in with too much of the shade Checkmate, I'll just dust it off. Take just that very pastel shade and go right over the edges to really give it a nice seamless blend. So I'm going to take the same Morphe M506 brush, and I'm going to take this shade right here, which is called Siege. Yeah, just like a maroon. I'm just going to add this really tight in this little shape we already have going here, just to add some more depth. Like, look at that already. So now what I'll do, after I'm done blending this color in, I'll go through all of my other colors until they are seamlessly blended together. So now what I'm going to do, so I'm looking for a chartreuse green. So the only one that I have in my collection is the Made by Mitchell Feet on the Grounds palette. This palette is so pretty, and these colors are just so unique. All of them are so unique that this is like such a nice palette. I just feel like it's kind of chaotic. There's not much of a color story that you could do with it. I'm sure I could figure a couple of things out, but it's just very chaotic, and that's why I don't reach for it as often. But like I said, colors are super unique, so definitely can't go anywhere. I'm going to take this chartreuse green right here at the bottom, which is called Chemtrail. But first things first, I'm going to mix up. So this is the P.louise Acid Rain Mitchell LimeLight. And then this is the P.louise paint in the shade Golden Treasure. So I'm going to mix these together to make the chartreuse green. Because we have a lime green, we have a yellow. Mix those together, chartreuse green. And I'm going to cut out a halo shape. So first I'll go in with my P.louise cut carver, and then I'll go in with these bases together. Alright, I cut my crease and I am ready for the base mixing. I'm going to tap the edges out so that way if they dry while I'm doing the other side, it's not going to dry into a harsh line. So I'm going to take a little bit more of the shade C's, and I'm going to just tap this in right in this inner and outer corner to help blend the edges. And I really just wanted to use this shade right here, which is called Tiger Lily. So I'm going to dust that same Morphe brush off, and I'll go in with that shade. And I'm going to use this to blend in between the pink and the chartreuse. So I'm literally just going to tap this down, and then I'll blend it a little bit better after I go in with my other color. So now I'm going to take this doe color number 8 brush. I love this brush. It's so tiny and perfect. And I'm going to take the shade Chemtrail. And then I'm just going to tap that down all over the center of my eye. So now I'm going to take the Sheen Cosmetics Liner. These are the Epic Liner. I'm going to take the shade Ice Cream. My lid broke, which, I mean, that's fine, whatever. But also, I usually use my lid to mix whenever I'm using the liners. So I'm going to do a wing liner, but I'm also just going to do a line across this portion. Okay, Okay, so the eyes are done, and this is what they look like, but I want to move on to face. I know I look really crazy, but the lashes will really make a difference. So I was watching one of my old TikTok videos, and I seen, do you guys remember when I used to mix my foundation with setting spray? We're going to do that today, because I'm taking my kids to the park after this. So we need to make sure that she stays. And it's hot. It's thick. So I'm taking the Maybelline Fit Me in the shade 110 Porcelain. And I'm just going to pop this all over my skin. And then spray it with some setting spray. And then sponge it on in. So I did obviously already prime my skin. I actually used the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. I didn't really used to like, I tried the Milk Hydro Grip. Archelius, turn that down, please. Turn it down, please. I didn't initially like it, but also I take much better care of my skin now, so I wanted to try it out of gripping primer and see if maybe different skincare will make it better. So I'm going to take my LA Girl Pro Conceal in the shade Peach to color correct under my eyes before I move any further. So now I'm going to take the Too Faced shade Golden. So I'm just going to use this to contour all my usual spots. Cheekbones, forehead, under my nose, just like that. I'm going to be going in with pink blush, so I'm going to take the Made by Mitchell Blursh in the shade Cowlick, and I'm thinking I'm going to take a little bit of this Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is the Cream to Powder blush stick in the shade Empress. It's just a lighter toned pink, so I'm going to go in with this really intense one higher up on my cheekbones. I don't think I'll need a lot either, because this is like neon ass pink. I know, I'm fucking crazy. Let's do it. It is really pretty. I'm just literally just tapping it in. Oh yeah, look at that. Now for the shade Empress, I'm literally just going to put the littlest amount. This is why I do my blush first and then my concealer afterwards, so that way I could tone this down a bit. But I also need it to be super pigmented, that way when I do go in over my concealer, you can still see the pretty pink flush underneath my skin. So I know I look like a psychopath, but it's okay. Literally, we're going everywhere with this. For concealer today, I'm going to be taking the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo and the Beauty Creation Flawless Stay Concealer. So I'll start with Beauty Creation, and then I'll go in with the e.l.f. over top, because the tones are different. Significantly less crazy, right? Then I'm going to take the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop. And I'm going to just use this under my eyes. And then I'm going to take a poof with the Ciate London Everyday Vacay Coconut Setting Powder, because this one's pale. It's like white. It's literally like white powder. And I'm just going to use this to tap in everything else. Can you see how smooth that looks? I'm going to take the Alamar Cosmetics. This is the Hydrating Complexion Trio. So I'm going to start by taking the deepest shade first. And just anywhere where I put cream contour, I'll go in with this one. And then I'll take the middle shade. I'll go over that, but I'm also going to use this to contour my nose. Okay, so now I'm going to take the Jaclyn Cosmetics. This is the Brightening Pink Under Eye Brightening Powder, because I feel like I could use a little bit of brightness for my eyes. So I'm just going to take it on my damp sponge. I'm going to bring it along my nose contour, and then right under my eye. And I'm just going to tap it right in. So now for my blush, I wanted to take the Jaclyn Cosmetics, this is the Rouge Romance, the Rouge Affair blush palette, which is the pink one. This hot pink in the upper part. And then this Barbie pink, a little bit lower. So I'm going to start with the dark pink with a more compact brush. I'll just dust this right on my temple. So once my eyes are nice and framed, I'm going to take an even fluffier brush with the shade, what was the shade? Fantasy? I thought it was Fancy Pants, but I think I'm thinking of the other palette. So with this big dome brush, I'm going to go there. She's going to go there. I'm going to take the Kaleidos Mars Melter highlighter. This is in the shade, Mars Melter. So this is like a very strawberry pink, kind of leaning towards red, but there's a method to my madness, so just trust me on this, okay? And I'm gonna apply it with kind of like a dense brush. Super pretty, definitely giving pink. Now I'm gonna take a more like fluffy kind of blending brush, and I'm gonna take the Ace Beauty Glow Essential Highlighter Palette, and I'm actually gonna take this pink shade right here, which is called Radiant, and go over that to give it a more light, intense highlight. Okay, so this is what the face makeup is looking like all done. I think it looks really, really nice actually. I'm going to take the same pink shades. I'm going to start with the shade C's, which is the darkest pink. And I'm going to take this in the inner and outer portion. So take it all the way. Shade Positions, which is the first pink we went in with. Smudge that out, but very lightly. Dust the brush off. Shade Rule Breaker, which is the hot pink. I'm going to take my white pencil. This is the NYX Milk. And I'm going to take the Chartreuse shade out of the Made by Mitchell palette. I'm going to tap that over, making a custom liner. Now, I don't know if these shadows are safe like this, so don't, you know, take it with a grain of salt. So here is the completed look. My lip combo is quite the combo, okay? Definitely not necessary, but I went in with a lot of things. So first things first, for my lashes, I went in with these My Lab lashes in the style Whiplash. Now, I do have a couple things to say. I do have a code with My Lash Lab. It's 381 Makeup. You could definitely save yourself some money. I'm all about saving money. It's not like an affiliate code or anything like that. Like, I don't get commission off of it, but like I said, all about saving money. I do have to say, these lashes are one of my favorite styles of lashes from them, but I feel like the packaging is kind of cheap, especially like the sticker's already coming off. It's like a, I don't know, like a cheap label. So besides that, I mean, the lashes are really nice quality, just the packaging is a little not my favorite. So this is what my lips look like. I think they look so cute. I went in with the Nabi lip pencil in the shade Red Brown. I then went in with the Unearthly Cosmetics. This is the Samantha lip gloss. I also do have a code with Unearthly Cosmetics, also 301 Makeup. I put this on the outer corners, and then I went in with this Hank & Henry satin matte lipstick in the shade Orgasmic, which I went in with the center, right in the center, that bright pink. That's this one. And then I just topped it off with this pink gloss from Unearthly Cosmetics. This is the Cupid Lip Gloss, which I think was the perfect accent to like the rest of the lip, you know what I mean? These are the vibes. I really, really enjoy how everything came out together. That highlighter is fucking blinding. Other than that, I really hope that you guys enjoyed this beautiful, beautiful pink makeup. Of course, don't forget to like and subscribe if you like me and if you like my content. And don't forget to stay tuned until the very end for an up close of my eye makeup. Without further ado, let's go ahead and roll that clip actually. Let's do that now.